Okay, so in order to do this worksheet, which is worksheet 1, we first make sure, okay, that we thoroughly memorize the starter, like, for example, sodium ion Na+, calcium ion Ca2+, the positive and the negative. And once you are thoroughly, we can do this, okay? So you can follow it. Now, in the previous pre-worksheet, we did the 3 steps. But while really writing the formula in our exams, we can't be following those 3 steps. It'll be too long, right? So this will be the shortcut approach, which is important, okay? So here sodium, we know is Na 1+, but we don't write the 1+. Keep it in your mind, in your imagination. And hydroxide ion is OH 1-. Don't write the 1-, just keep it in your mind. Now we know here is 1+ and here 1-. Since both the valencies are 1, the formula will be NaOH. We need not shift. Next here, magnesium ion is Mg at the top 2+. So we don't write that, we just keep it in our mind. And oxide ion is O2-. So here both valencies here 2+ and here 2-, which can be cancelled. So on cancellation we get 1 here and 1 here, which we need not shift. So the formula of magnesium oxide is MgO. Okay. Now ferric ion, what is it? Yes, it is Fe 3+, but don't write the 3+. And here oxide ion O2-, that's right. And 3 here and 2 can cancel. So the 2 that belongs to O will go to the lower backside of Fe, and 3 that belongs to Fe will go to the lower backside of O. And no brackets because both these Fe and O are simple ions. Formula of ferric oxide is Fe2O3. Okay. And magnesium ion is Mg 2+. Hydroxide ion is OH 1-. Here 1, here 2+. Can't cancel, so this 1 need not be has to be shifted to lower backside of Mg. Since it's 1, we need not write. This 2 that belongs to Mg will go to the lower backside of OH only after a bracket, because hydroxide is a compound ion containing more than one type of atom, that is oxygen and hydrogen atoms. And next here, silver ion is Ag 1+, nitrate NO3 1-. Since both are 1 valency at the top, the formula remains as it is. And next here, sodium ion Na1+, chloride ion Cl 1-. Both 1, so the formula remains the same, NaCl. Next here, silver ion Ag1+, chloride ion Cl 1-. Again, both valencies 1, so the formula remains the same. Next, sodium ion Na1+, nitrate ion NO3 1-. Both 1, so the formula remains the same, NO3. Then next, ferrous ion Fe2+, oxide ion O2-. Both 2's cancel and we get 1 here, 1 here. So the formula, that 1 need not be shifted, the formula remains FeO. Next here, hydrogen ion H1+, iodide I1-. So 1 and 1, so the formula remains the same. Calcium ion Ca2+, carbonate ion CO3 2-. So both 2 here, so cancelled, so formula remains CaCO3. This word here, limestone, is not a real chemical name. Chemical name is calcium carbonate. Limestone is just a common name, okay? And here, calcium ion likewise is Ca2+, oxide ion O2-. So here 2, here 2+, here 2-, cancel. So formula remains CaO. Next, copper ion, Cu2 plus, sulfate ion, SO4, 2 minus. So 2 minus here and 2 plus here cancel. The formula remains CuSO4. Next, ferrous ion, Fe2 plus, sulfate ion, SO4, 2 minus. 2 plus 2 minus cancel, so FeSO4. Calcium ion, Ca2 plus. Hydroxide ion, OH, 1 minus. 1 go to the lower backside of Ca, which we need not write. 2 at the top of Ca will go to the lower backside of OH, only after a bracket, because hydroxide is a compound ion containing more than one type of atom, that is oxygen and hydrogen. Next here, barium ion, Ba2 plus, chloride ion, Cl, 1 minus. This 1 need not be shifted, but 2 at the top of Ba will go to the lower backside of Cl without a bracket, because chloride ion is a simple ion containing only one type of atom, that is chlorine atom. Even though there are two letters here, Cl, these two letters denote only one type of atom, that is chlorine atom. Okay. Next, your calcium ion, Ca2 plus, and phosphate ion, you know, is PO4 3 minus. So here 3, here 2. So this 2 at the top of Ca will go to the lower backside of PO4 only after a bracket, because phosphate ion contains more than one type of atom, that is here phosphorus and oxygen atoms. Okay, compound ion. But this 3 at the top of PO4 will go to the lower backside of Ca without a bracket, because Ca denotes simple ion, that is calcium atom. The formula reads Ca3 PO4 2. Okay. Next here, barium ion, Ba2 plus, sulfate ion, SO4, 2 minus. So 2 here and 2 cancel. Formula remains BaSO4. Next here, hydrogen chloride. Okay. In the liquid form is also called hydrochloric acid. But the real name, chemical name, is hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen, as we know, is H plus, chloride, Cl minus. So both 1, formula remains HCl. Ammonium ion, NH4, 1 plus at the top, not 4 plus, okay? 4 is at the bottom. Hydroxide, OH, 1 minus. Here 1 plus, here 1 minus. So formula remains NH4OH. Next here, sodium ion, Na, 1 plus. Carbonate ion, CO3, 2 minus. This 2 will go to the lower backside of Na. This 1 need not be shifted. So the formula is Na2CO3. Next, your calcium ion, Ca2 plus, sulfate ion, SO4, 2 minus. So 2 to cancel. Formula is CaSO4. Next, sodium ion, Na, 1 plus, sulfide ion, SULPHIDE, S, 2 minus. So this 2 will go to the lower backside of Na. So the formula reads Na2S. Next, sodium ion, Na1 plus, thiosulfate ion, S2O3, 2 minus. So this 2 will go to the lower backside of Na. Next, ammonium ion, NH4, 1 plus, then chloride ion, Cl, 1 minus. Both 1 valency, so NH4Cl. Next, barium ion, Ba, 2 plus, hydroxide ion, OH, 1 minus. This 1 need not be shifted, but this 2 will go to the lower backside of OH only after a bracket, because hydroxide is a compound ion containing 2 types of atoms, oxygen and hydrogen. Next here, sodium ion, Na, 1 plus, carbonate ion, CO3, 2 minus. This 2 will go to the lower backside of Na. So here, Na2CO3 for sodium carbonate. Put a dot, okay? The word here deca means what? At the beginning of your worksheet here, we have mono 1, di 2, tri 3, tetra like that, penta, hexa, hepta, octa, nona, and then here nona and deca. As you can see here, deca is 10. So here, for this word deca, we write here 10 after the CO3 dot 10. Hydrate means water molecule, so you write your H2O. So the formula of sodium carbonate decahydrate is Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. Next, sodium ion Na1 plus bicarbonate ion HCO3 1 minus. So both are 1. So the formula is NaHCO3. Next here, sodium ion Na1 plus carbonate ion CO3 2 minus. So this 2 will go to the lower backside of Na. And the word mono here, before you write it, put a dot. Mono means 1, okay? As we learned in the beginning here. See here, mono 1. It'll be good if you memorize this mono 1, di 2, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa, nona, deca, etc. Okay? The dot. Mono means 1, which we need not write. And hydrate, as we learned here, is water molecule, so we write here H2O. Next, sodium Na1 plus. Then SULPHAT sulfate is SO4 2 minus. So that 2 will go to the lower backside of Na. Formula is Na2 SO4. And potassium is K1 plus. Nitrate, NITRATE is NO3 1 minus. Both 1, so formula is KNO3. And potassium again, K. Nitrate, NITRITE is NO2 1 minus. Both 1, so we just leave it as it is. Next here, hydrogen H1 plus, fluoride ion F1 minus, both 1, so the formula is HF. In the liquid form, it's called hydrofluoric acid. Okay, when this hydrogen fluoride gas is dissolved in water, it's called hydrofluoric acid. Next, tin 2 ion we know is SN2 plus, okay, and then oxide ion is O2 minus. 2 cancel, so the formula is SNO. Now for this one, tin 4 ion, you can write on the rough if you want for this, SN4 plus. Then oxide ion, O2 minus. You can clearly see that we can cancel this. You see here, 2 1s are 2, right? And here 2 2s are 4. The left is 2 and 1. So for this one, we write therefore SN and O without a 2 and a 1. This 1 need not be shifted, but 2 at the top of SN will go to the lower backside of O. The formula of tin 4 oxide is SNO2. Likewise, lead 2 ion is Pb2 plus, oxide ion is O2 minus. 2 cancel, so formula is PbO. Like for tin 4 oxide, lead 4 oxide would be Pb4 plus, oxide ion O2 minus. So after cancellation, 2 2s are 4. 2 left at the top of Pb will go to the lower backside of O. The formula is PbO2. Manganese 2 ion is Mn2 plus. Oxide ion is O2 minus. So 2 cancel. So formula is MnO. Next, manganese 4 ion is Mn4 plus. Imagine that here. Oxide ion O2, don't write that, 2 minus. 2 and 4 cancel. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4 here. So the 2 at the top of Mn will go to the lower backside of Mn. The formula reads MnO2. Next, sodium ion is Na1 plus. Bisulfite, SULPHIT is HSO3 1 minus. So both 1 here, 1 plus, 1 minus. Formula remains as it is, NaH SO3. Next, sodium ion is Na1 plus. Tetrathionate ion is S4O6 2 minus. So the 2 at the top of S4O6 will go to the lower backside of Na. The formula will read Na2 S4O6. Here's sodium ion Na1 plus. Sulfide ion S2 minus. This 2 will go to the lower backside of Na. Na2S therefore. Sodium ion Na1 plus. Zincate ion ZnO2 and then top 2 minus. That 2 at the top will go to the lower backside of Na. So formula is Na2 ZnO2. Next, potassium ion K1 plus. Ferrocyanide ion FeCN whole thing 6 and here 4. Ferrocyanide is 4 minus. That 4 will go to the lower backside of K without bracket because potassium is a simple ion containing only one type of atom, potassium atom, sorry. K1 plus, that 1 need not be shifted. So the formula of potassium ferrocyanide is K4 FeCN6. And next here sodium Na1 plus. And ferricyanide we know is FeCN6 and here at the top 3 minus. That 3 will go to the lower backside of Na. So the formula will read Na3 FeCN6. And here's sodium ion Na1 plus. Oxalate ion C2O4 2 minus. This 2 at the top of C2O4 will go to the lower backside of Na. The formula reads Na2C2O4. Magnesium here is Mg2 plus at the top. Nitride ion N3 minus. So this 2 and 3 can cancel. So this 3 at the top of N will go to the lower backside of Mg. And 2 at the top of Mg will go to the lower backside of N without brackets because both are simple ions. Okay. And next here ferric ion is Fe3 plus. And ferrocyanide ion is FeCN6 4 minus. So here 4 minus and here 3. This 3 will go to the lower backside of FeCN6 only after a second bracket, or even you can use a square bracket because you have already used up the first bracket. Okay. This 3 at the top of Fe ferric will go to the lower backside of FeCN6 only after a second bracket because ferrocyanide is a compound ion containing iron, carbon, and nitrogen atoms. And this 4 at the top of ferrocyanide, FeCN6, will go to the lower backside of Fe without bracket because Fe is or ferric ion is a simple ion containing only one type of atom, iron atom. Next here, calcium ion, Ca2 plus, phosphide ion, P3 minus. So this 3 at the top of P will go to the lower backside of Ca. 2 at the top of Ca will go to the lower backside of P. So the formula of calcium phosphide is Ca3P2. Again, sodium ion Na1 plus, zincate ion ZnO2 2 minus. This 2 will go to the lower backside of Na. Potassium ion K1 plus, manganate ion MnO4 2 minus. So the 2 will go to the lower backside of K. The formula of potassium manganate is K2MnO4. Ammonium ion NH41 plus, dichromate ion Cr2O7 2 minus. This 2 at the top of Cr2O7 will go to the lower backside of NH4 only after a bracket because ammonium ion is a compound ion containing more than one type of atoms, here nitrogen and hydrogen. And next here silver ion Ag1 plus, chromate ion CrO4 2 minus. So 2 minus at the top of CrO4 will go to the lower backside of Ag without a bracket, because silver ion is a simple ion containing only one type of atom, silver atom. The formula reads Ag2CrO4. Next ammonium ion is NH41 plus. Phosphate ion is PO4 3 minus. That 3 at the top of PO4 will go to the lower backside of NH4 only after a bracket, because ammonium ion is a compound ion containing more than one type of atoms, that is nitrogen and hydrogen. Next, calcium ion Ca2 plus, and cyanide ion Cn1 minus. Here 1, here 2. This 1 need not be shifted, and this 2 will be shifted only after a bracket to the lower backside of Cn, because cyanide ion is a compound ion containing more than one type of atom, calcium and nitrogen. Next, finally here potassium ion K1 plus, permanganate ion MnO4 1 minus. Now both are 1 at the top here, 1 plus, 1 minus. The formula remains as it is, KMnO4. So after you finish this worksheet, you do it on your own, and then after getting this thorough, you go and revise the starter thoroughly again, and then go and do worksheet 1. Okay, worksheet 1 instructions will be written on the worksheet 1 itself.